Welcome back to another episode of the Basement Boyz, home of the hot takes, the cold takes, the good takes, the bad takes, and the debates, baby. Episode 58. For our recurring viewers, you're used to seeing Hakeem's beautiful face here in the center. Well, today you're gonna have to deal with my big ass head. And there's only one reason for that.
I've been downgraded.
Because it's our podcast and we'll do whatever the hell we want with it. And that's what we're gonna do. So you guys are gonna have to put up with it.
I got called into a meeting and was told I was no longer going to sit in the middle.
That's not true.
That's all that happened.
Listen, Magic tipped center in the NBA Finals. I can run point guard for a night. Let's see what's going on.
Swade,
you know
what
what I mean?
happened?
That was true.
Did I not get called into a meeting and I was told I was no longer going to sit in the middle?
You've always been a shooting guard. We just wanted to free you up a little bit, bro. We wanted to free you up. No big deal. Ali/L/52/Big Guy/Bear/Swade. You have one job. Listen, can you look at me for a second? Bro, you got to earn your chicken on these numbers, okay?
Yeah.
Here's the light at the end of the tunnel,
Honestly, you can fire me at this point. I don't want to do it no more.
I'm going to tell you the light at the end of the tunnel, though.
What?
The 80s are coming up, and you got hell in front of you in the 80s, bro.
But there's like it's just one. It's two.
Every elite wide receiver that's ever played has wore 80-something.
81 and 88.
It's going to be tough. 84, 85, they're all
Rice were
tough.
80?
81.
No,
80 or
Rice were
81.
80.
80 or 81.
Yeah, right.
It's the Mike Singletary episode.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
listen, man.
Shout out Mike Singletary, I guess.
Shout out Chicago Bears. So, I don't know what to tell you guys. Literally.
Well, today we got some stuff to talk about. We probably won't get to the Unk Bowl this Thursday, tomorrow. 81 years old between the two quarterbacks, so we probably won't be talking about that.
Not much.
No Unk Bowl tomorrow. We do have the first Basement Boyz duel. I will explain those rules shortly. We got some NBA stuff. We got some NFL stuff. We got some funky stuff happening in the NFL that we have to cover, I feel like. What do you guys think? Some funky stuff, to say the least?
It's just a weird year, man.
It's a very weird
year, bro. Real talk.
Yeah, NFL's not fun, man.
Listen, it's a weird year. You've come to the weirdest sports show to discuss it. So we're going to go ahead and discuss it. Ready to go?
I'm ready.
Born ready.
Let's get it started.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, as previously mentioned in the intro, we are playing a new segment on this podcast brought to you by possibly you, because we don't have any sponsors yet. Maybe we will one day. Keep on pushing, keep on working, we'll get there.
Maybe. It'll happen. You want to be the first one.
It'll happen. You want to be the first? You want to grow with the growers. You don't want to show with the showers. That's going to go over some heads, but it's not over heads too. Man, there's a lot there. Listen, double entendres out here. We should start a rapping business.
This is a PG, episode. Kids, close your ears for like the last.
The first Basement Boyz duel, I'm going to keep it very simple. I'm going to give you a topic to argue. You each have 2 minutes to argue it. There are 5 rounds. At the end of each round, at the end of your 2 minutes and your 2 minutes, I will pick the winner. I want to make this very clear. I'm not picking the winner based on who I agree with. I'm picking the winner based on who argued it better. Meaning, if I believe Jokic isn't the best player in the league, I could still pick him if he argued it better.
Cool.
And vice versa.
Cool.
We're going to do it for now. You guys are going to have to trust that I will judge equally and fairly. One day, we will have an audience that judges you based on your performance. For
Just
now,
saying, I don't trust them.
For now, you're going to have to deal with me. And you guys are lucky I didn't bring my gavel. I should bring a gavel next time. That's what I should do. All right. We're going to start off with round 1.
We're friends.
We're good, bro. We're good.
Well,
man,
I'm fine.
Like,
I don't need you to be friends. I need you to argue your ass
Listen,
off.
I'm going to cook you.
You're not cooking nothing.
I'm going to cook you.
You're probably cooking a grilled cheese. You ain't cooking me, my baby. That's what you're cooking.
I'm going to cook you, but it's all good.
All right, come on. We'll see.
All right. Beginning of each round, we're going to have a coin toss. Okay? Somebody picks heads, somebody picks tails. I will flip a coin, and you can choose. You can either go first in the argument or you could defer to your opponent. I will make something very clear. If it's something you're comfortable with, I would definitely not defer. Just my 2 cents, just my quarter. Alrighty. Heads, tails.
Heads.
Obviously, tails.
Tails never fails, baby.
We're going to do it camera-wise so nobody knows I'm capping. We're going to flip.
Heads. I think. Heads?
It's heads.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Suede, would you like to defer or would you like to
I don't like
go first?
I want him to go first.
You want him to go first?
Wow.
Absolutely.
The first topic we're arguing on the Basement Boyz duel is Nikola Jokic the best player in the NBA? Hakeem, on my go, you will have 2 minutes to argue your point. 3, 2, 1, go.
Nikola Jokic is absolutely the best player in the NBA, hands down. Nikola Jokic is widely disrespected by everybody on this panel, not named Hakeem or AKA Keem. Here's the thing that we need to talk about Nikola Jokic, right? We all love things that are unique, right? We all love things that don't happen a lot, right? We all love dominance, right? We all love things that only happen ever, right? And that explains exactly who Nikola Jokic is. The reason why Nikola Jokic is the best basketball player in the world, let's just start off with he had one of the most unbelievable, if not one of the best seasons any player has ever put up in the NBA. He was the first player at his position. He's a center. He's a center to average a triple-double. And we're not talking about no measly triple-double here, Hattie. We're not talking about a guy that averaged 10, 10, and 10. We're not talking about a guy that averaged 15, 10, and 12. The man averaged 29, 12, and 10. And if you're a guy that likes to round up, that's 30 points a game, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists a game. The center position. There's only been 2 other people ever to average triple-double. That was our boy Russ and our boy Oscar Robinson. What's the difference between those 2 guys versus Jokic? Those guys are guards. This is the first center to ever do it. This is what makes Nikola Jokic so unbelievable to me and why I believe he's the best player in the world. Because when you look at a guard on another team, what do you ask another team's best guard to do? What do you ask them to do? You ask them to be the best scorer on their team. You ask them to be the best playmaker on the team. And you ask them to rebound a little bit and play a little bit of defense, right? That was 2 minutes?
It was 2 minutes. Listen, part of this is to time it correctly, man.
Oh, wow.
Part of this is to time it correctly. Listen, I gave him 3 more seconds. You can attest, correct?
Absolutely.
I totally forgot.
Rules of the game.
You know what?
Rules of the game.
I lost timing.
We need a whistle. We need a whistle, bro.
No, that's me.
This is where we need a whistle.
I have diarrhea of the mouth. I'm sorry. I do. I mean, just
listen. He argued it very well. You got a tough task ahead of you. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I ain't gonna cap. All right?
Yes, sir.
On my go, you have 2 minutes to argue the point back. I like the face. I like the intensity. I want it there the whole time, man.
And I don't like that little cockiness you had over there when I was talking just like this and stuff. Like, you had nothing to say. I didn't like it, bro.
He locked in, bro.
Yeah.
He locked in, bro.
I was focusing on what you had to say. It was fucking retarded, but I was focusing on what you had to say.
I mean, listen, he locked in, bro.
But I had to
we just
study
lost
my
a sponsorship.
opponent.
No big deal.
Yeah, there goes Gatorade and the Seeds person I reached out to today and see if they wanted to.
Okay.
We can bleep.
On my go, I need you to come with energy.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go.
Jokic this year was not the best player in NBA. Jokic this year was maybe second, not third. He was second. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the best player in NBA. Jokic looked like a normal human being in that first round against OKC. We all watched it. We watched it there, and we came here, and we talked about it. Stat stuffer. That's what I think of Jokic. This year, he had that one run. He got a chip. Whoop-de-doo. What else did you do? In your 3, 4, 5, 6 years, 8 years he's been in the league? 10 years. 1 championship. Regular season guy. Did it 1 time, and that was it. When it came to the real games, he was nowhere to be seen. Got shut down by a bench player in the game when it really mattered. In a game where he had to take his team, where he was the guy on that team, as you were saying, take his team to a Western Conference Finals and possibly the finals. Didn't even sniff it. Looked like DJ Benga in that Game 7. Cool. You averaged triple-double? Okay. What else did you do for me? What else did you do for my team? You did nothing. Triple-doubles for you. Cool. Go get the job done. Shai, regular season MVP, finals MVP, finals champion, season cup MVP, leading scorer in the league, the best player in the league this year and going into next year. I don't even need that 2 minutes, bro.
I mean, it's 2 minutes. So.
You got caught at the buzzer anyways.
Yeah.
I don't need that 2 minutes.
So, okay. You made some solid points about playoff performances.
Yes, sir.
I think it was a little harsh to call him a stat stuffer. I mean, like he does win a lot of games in his career. I think you took it a little too far when you said this is the only guy. It sounded like you were saying this is the only guy that's ever done something special before. This is what it came off as. And I would argue Giannis has done some pretty special stuff in this league that we've never seen before. And Wemby looks like he's doing some stuff we've never seen before. I am going to give this round, though, to Hakeem. And I'm going to tell you why. Because he proved Nikola Jokic's value. If I were you, I would have stuck on the Shai thing a little bit more. I would have took the 2 minutes to stick on Shai and explain to me why Shai has been better than him this year. That's what I would have done. You took the DJ Benga route, which you get some points for because that was fucking hilarious. And I like it. But for this round, we're going to go ahead and give it to Hakeem.
Okay.
We need a scoreboard here. It's 1-0 currently.
I thought I took the L when DJ Benga came out.
The cool thing here is it's a best out of 5.
Because Caruso made him look like DJ Benga for a minute.
He sure did.
Shout out DJ
But
Benga,
listen,
baby.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, you know, like you are out of your element with the arguing stuff. That was spiff.
Shit, came
Hey,
with my
no
A-game,
cap.
coach.
I swear to God. On my mama. That was spiff.
I came with my A game, coach.
I love it. I love it.
Hey, I'm getting you.
The next
man.
round, I think, is the one that I'm looking forward to the most from these 2 rounds, from these 5 rounds.
Oh, I've been looking forward to this one.
The topic at hand is Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback that's ever lived. I want to make something very clear to the audience and to you two. Not the greatest, because I feel like we all agree who the greatest quarterback that's ever lived is, but the best quarterback that's ever played the game of football. You had the coin toss, the first one. We're going to give it to you. Heads or tails?
Tails never fails, baby.
We're going to go ahead and flip again.
I can't tell what that is.
That is the tails.
It is tails. Wow. 2 straight coin toss winners.
Receiving?
Would you like to receive or defer?
I'm a
We're going to
receive.
go ahead and receive. On my go, you will get 2 minutes to argue if Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback that's ever played the game of football.
2 minutes, correct?
2 minutes.
Oh, so it's 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Hey,
You got a bunch of
I just
them
want to
there.
let you know, if you didn't stop me,
You got a bunch.
I
You're
would've-
going.
This motherfucker could have gone for 18 minutes.
18.
Oh, I know, brother.
Yee. I
We
would've
know,
gone for-
firsthand.
By the way, when he said beep, I'm like, oh shit, we have 2 minutes.
Fuckers make it seem like we're actually in the basement.
Time is money, cousin.
Go ahead.
3, 2, 1, go.
Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback that's ever lived. He is the best quarterback to ever step on the gridiron. And before everybody out there says it's Tom Brady, we're not talking about the greatest. We're talking about the best. Let me explain to you why Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback of all time, in my opinion, at least. Obviously, this is a Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes type of thing, right? At this point, we can't talk about longevity. We can't talk about what Tom Brady did in season 15, what he did in season 18, what he did in season 20. I don't give a shit about that right now. I'm going to talk about what Patrick Mahomes has done in the short time, the very, very short time that he's done in the NFL, and why it's better than what Tom Brady did in the same span. In the first 9 seasons, Patrick Mahomes has better metrics than him when it comes to touchdowns, yards, and interceptions. He beats Tom Brady in that. He's gone to more Super Bowls than Tom Brady has. He's also has won just as many Super Bowls as him in that time frame, right? So if we want to figure out who is better, how do you figure out if somebody's better? Oh, you go to see who performed better on the field. Patrick Mahomes performed better than Tom Brady on the field. You want to talk about who went further every year, Patrick Mahomes has took his team further in the short time that he's been in the NFL compared to Tom Brady. The man has been in the league for 8 years, and he has never not been in an AFC championship. And we're not talking about this super team every single year. The Chiefs have gave him different versions. Hey, here's Tyreek. Oh, I'll go ahead and win a Super Bowl. Oh, go ahead and take Juju Smith as your number one receiver. I'll go ahead and do it. Oh, you know what? Go ahead and win every single game. You know how everybody says Tom Brady is one of the clutchest quarterbacks of all time? This man, Patrick Mahomes, has already shown that he might be clutcher. And it's just one thing, too. Patrick Mahomes has never lost to a subpar quarterback. He didn't lose to Eli, and he didn't lose to fucking Nick Foles. He lost to a super team, and he lost to Tom Brady.
I almost want to disqualify him just for keeping on saying Juju Smith-Schuster. I don't know who Juju Smith-Schuster is.
Juju.
Is it the guy that got rocked?
Yes, by Brian Branch, yes. Juju Smith-Schuster.
That's who he was talking
That's
about.
who he's talking
Damn, am I going to lose?
It's a good argument, though.
Yeah, it was
Am I going
good.
to lose
But like
points?
when you say Juju Smith-Schuster, you kind of lose me a little bit. Because Juju Smith-Schuster got Smith-Schustered all over the field on Sunday.
He took that. He took
You
that.
know, I'm a Detroit, I'm a Lions fan.
Absolutely.
I bleed blue. I loved every second of it. I mean, that's just me. You know what I mean?
Reading what I posted, I sent you guys.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what went on. Because I
Yeah.
was knocked out for the half of the
That's
game.
bad.
I would be mad,
I
though.
agree with it. 1,000% agree with you.
But guys, you guys are not mad at Brian Branch?
No.
I mean,
absolutely
no. We're just being real.
You're not mad
Because
at...
they were
because
they
it
were
happens
spitting at
every
him. They were
game.
jerking at him the whole game. And when he came up and it was about that business, they folded.
We're gonna move on. I will say one last thing about that Juju Smith-Schuster situation. Detroit has always been rugged. Detroit has always been a tough city. Detroit's always played teeter-tottered on the line of dirty and tough. So I didn't mind it too much. He lost all aura, unfortunately, in a span of 15 seconds. Juju, because not only did you
Did he
run
have any?
Not only did you run up on him, but you ended up on the ground with a bleeding nose.
he had
so
maybe 3 games
thank God everybody's okay. But it was for me. I liked it as a Detroit fan.
3 full games.
Again, he's a really good debater.
Absolutely.
You have a tough task ahead of you.
No problem.
But I believe in you, man.
I give it to him.
I believe in both
of course,
of you guys.
man.
Okay?
Of course.
This is a topic you care dearly about.
Yes.
So I'm going to count down. On my go, you have 2 minutes. 3, 2, 1, go.
Patrick Mahomes is definitely not the best quarterback to ever touch the football. There is nothing I could say to convince you otherwise, but hear me out. You said the time frame, the short time frame that he beat in Tom in all those categories, totally fine. No problem. Maybe he beat him. Maybe they're equal to it. We can check stats and actually fact check each other. In the 8 years, I'll give it to him. Yeah, absolutely. This year, I don't think so. You can't base off Patty Mahomes right now when Tom's second career was better than what Patty has done through these 8 years. You can't do that. I will never let you do that. That longevity, absolutely, I'm putting it in. Absolutely. I wouldn't know. I'm not going to say Patty Mahomes until he retires, until he finishes. When you're 40 and you're winning Super Bowls, come talk to me. Right now, no, absolutely not. Tom crushed him. Patty folds like a lawn chair in front of great defenses. We've seen it firsthand. Got blown out in the Super Bowl against Tom. Got blown out to a mediocre quarterback in your eyes and in your eyes, to Jalen Hurts. So don't say he's never lost to a mediocre quarterback. He has. Because in our eyes, Jalen Hurts is mediocre. And don't you deny it. That's all I got to say. I don't even want that.
You don't want the 2 minutes?
No.
Listen, you got a minute. You got a minute 40.
I'm good, bro.
You
Go
got
ahead.
20 seconds
I'm
left.
good, bro. Go ahead.
Can I still do the teat?
You can do the
teat.
People are going to be so confused. What's the T?
We're going to get a whistle. Don't worry about it.
Once we edit it, we'll put that.
So, I mean, here's the thing, right? Your argument where you were coming from made a lot of sense to me as far as 8 years. If we just line them up 8 to 8, and I look at it the way I look at the LeBron Michael situation, it's not about greatness. It's about just who's better on the football field and on the basketball court. Your argument of his second career being better than Pat's career through 9 years, I've never heard that before. And I think it may be true because, correct me if I'm wrong, he has 4 in
Yes.
that time frame in the second half of his career.
Yes.
The fact that he did it when he was 40. And the fact that you did debunk he's never lost to a mediocre quarterback, because he has lost to a mediocre quarterback.
Super team though.
And he has gotten.
He's never. That was a super team though.
Tom has never lost to a
I know
super
what
team.
you said, mediocre quarterback in your argument. So he has lost to a mediocre quarterback in that sense. So I think it's only right that I give this round to Mr. BG Alice Wade. Listen, through 2 rounds where honestly that's where I thought we'd be. I thought we'd be 1-1. This is where I thought it would go.
Manning, bro.
Jalen Hurts.
By the way, I think mediocre. I wouldn't say Jalen Hurts is mediocre.
Yeah, I think he's mediocre.
I don't think he's mediocre.
He's mediocre.
You know what I mean?
But
I believe Eli is
was,
mediocre.
Eli was placed, and when he was playing, he was placed 15 to whatever. He was
Yeah.
never in the top 10.
No, he wasn't.
The only reason why Jalen Hurts is in the top 10 is because of the Super Bowl ring. Regular quarterback, he's 15 and on. Move the fuck on.
I wish I would. If I could go back, I would have said he lost to mediocre quarterback, and Tom Brady's. and Patrick Mahomes only lost to super teams because that's what I meant. But
I thought you were going to bring up the competition part. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't bring that up.
we're talking about like the defenses.
Yeah. 'Cause I would say Tom probably faced a lot tougher defenses through his first 9.
I
would
think he did.
Super
And
Bowl
it's
and
a
AFC. I would think.
Ray
I could
Lewis,
be wrong though. I
Ed
truly could
Reed,
be wrong.
LOB.
Yeah.
Name me one defenses that Patty Mahomes has.
Regardless, that doesn't matter because
49ers defense, the 49ers defense wasn't good. That Eagles defense wasn't good.
no, he's played some good defenses. He
on,
for sure
bro.
has.
The Eagles defense. Which the Eagles defense?
I don't think it was that AFC defense though.
No.
That Tom was facing with.
Yeah.
Which neither here or there.
Guy's playing fucking Boulder as quarterback.
It's 1-1. I mean, he played
with
Brock Purdy.
Tom played with Wes Walker.
It's 1-1.
Okay.
Okay.
slot receivers.
This
Hey,
next
2
one.
minutes. You took away your 20 seconds. Stop.
Hey, man.
This next one
Yes.
is a wild ride for me because I don't know how to feel about this one either way. So I'm all ears.
Oh, by the end of this year,
And one of you guys will convince me.
by the end of
Oh,
this
maybe you don't
year-
have to the end of this year. You have to the end of these 2 minutes.
Oh, I'm-
you don't got to the end
If
of
I
this
don't
year.
convince you now,
You got to the end of these 2 minutes. Okay?
Yes, sir.
We're fair on this pod.
Yeah.
It's his turn. Now it's your turn.
Heads.
Heads or tails?
Heads.
So we're just going to keep doing heads and tails for both of you guys, huh? What is this?
Let me see.
that's a heads. I think.
That is a heads.
So we actually got 3 straight correct coin tosses. You guys should play a parlay tonight. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
We already playing a parlay, aren't we? I saw Sabonis in there. Is Sabonis going to play enough minutes today?
I point on for like 4 viewers.
Yes, you guys are.
Everybody let
you
us
guys
know.
are addicted, bro. It's preseason basketball, boys. Wait a week.
Would you like to receive or defer? You want to receive on this one? Wow.
I like playing defense.
Wow.
I like playing
Hey, the
defense.
past 2 rounds didn't look like it, man. I'm letting you know right now.
This
letting you know.
topic is actually near and dear to my heart. Because one of these guys, 2 of these guys are becoming my favorite players in the league. And I've been growing fondly of both of them. And I see both of them being first ballot, no doubt, Hall of Famers one day. And 2 of the greatest guards that's ever going to play the game of basketball, regardless of how
I
you
want to
split them.
grow. I want to grow into one this year.
Okay.
One I already grew into. One I already adore, and you'll know why in 10 seconds.
The topic at hand is Luka better than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? You decided to receive. On my go, you have 2 minutes. You're obviously arguing Luka's better than SGA, correct? That's your argument?
No.
SGA is better than Luka.
Yes.
Wow. This could be an interesting one. 3, 2, 1, go.
Luka Dončić is not better than SGA this year, last year, the year before. I'm going to tell you why. Luka had his window to be that guy, and he missed it. SGA, in my opinion, in my eyes, from what I've seen and what I'm going to see, is probably going to go on a run as being the best player in the NBA. A guy that averages 32 points, clean 32. It's not 29. It's not 31.5. 32 points.
It's a lot of points.
4 or 5 rebounds, 4 or 5 assists. Not the greatest playmaker, I'll give him that. But when I have my 6'4", or 6'5" point guard, I'm doing the quotations because of you, point guard playing two-way ball on the best team in the NBA with him leading that team, I don't see any other player taking that throne away from him. Hey, look at me when I'm talking to you. Luka Dončić, yes. Amazing player. Puts up all these stats. Okay, then what? No MVPs. Right now, he's just got into shape. So we can see. Maybe I'm wrong. Would I know till April or June if they make it to the finals. As of right now, SGA is the best player in NBA, and you can't tell me otherwise.
You good on your time?
I'm good on my time, brother.
How much time did he leave you?
Man, listen. He's either a genius
much
or a
did he leave
fucking
you?
idiot. Because you left 30 seconds on the board. It's all
good.
You needed every.
That's
you
all
needed,
I'm
you
saying.
needed
You
every
left 30
second,
seconds on
'cause
the
I'm
board.
about to cook you.
It might have hurt you.
Go ahead.
You should have kept going a little
ahead.
bit, bro. Should have kept going a little bit. I
ahead.
don't know if he's going to be able to take advantage or not.
Go ahead. We'll see.
We'll hear the argument.
You can give
It
him
was
the
a great
30 seconds.
argument
I want it.
that was made in.
I can take the extra 30
Take-
because you know
No,
me.
we're
I'll
not
talk. You know me.
Well, take 30 minutes. No, Ace is going to close the lights on us, and we're still going to be talking.
Hey, the lights. These
Okay.
lights are. These lights are.
Hakeem, the topic at hand is Luka better than SGA? On my go, you have 2 minutes. 3, 2, 1, go.
Luka Dončić is absolutely a better player than SGA. When we evaluate guards, right? How do we evaluate them? We try to figure out who's the better scorer, who's the better passer / playmaker, who can rebound and who could play defense, right? Is that what we usually do? Okay. What if I told you that Luka is a better scorer than SGA? What if I told you he was a better rebounder than SGA? What if I told you you could call SGA a point guard or shoot guard or whatever it is? He's an overall just better playmaker than SGA, right? Let's take aside what happened in LA last year, right? The man got traded midway through the year. You said that he's never had a better season than SGA? What are you talking about? His last year in Dallas, right? The year that he went to the finals, the man averaged damn near a triple-double, averaging 33 points a game. So if he's a better scorer than SGA, and he's a 10 times better playmaker than SGA, and he's a 10 times better rebounder than SGA, what are we talking about? You're talking about he hasn't won an MVP yet? Yeah, you know what? When Luka gets to go play on the team that's the best defensive team in the game, right? And all he's asked to do is go get a bucket and not to do anything else, because that's all SGA is asked to do night in, night out. He's asked to score the ball, nothing else. You want to know why? Because he can't. He cannot make anybody around him better. He's lucky that J-Dub is an ISO player, but we all realize Chet will probably never, ever, ever reach his full potential because he doesn't have a point guard that can give him the ball. He doesn't even have a shooting guard that can get him the ball. So if we're just going to sit here and make it really simple, he's a better scorer than SGA, he's a better playmaker than SGA, and he's a better defender. And if you want to talk about SGA, who's the 5th best defender on his own team, and try to use him being a good defender, which he is, and you're going to try to use that to overlap how much of a better playmaker and rebounder than he is than Luka, to me, that's just ignorance at the end of the day. It just really, really is. That's all I have to say.
Good job. You left 2 seconds on the clock. So.
Damn.
What do you think is over/under on seconds leaving? He will never leave more than 10, right? Not more than
What are you
10.
talking about? The first one, bro. The first argument. Hey, I was mad at him. I was like, why
He
the
still
fuck is
had
this
more.
guy interrupting me?
Talking.
He still had more. I could tell he had more. All right, so here's how I look at it.
He said something that just like baffled me.
What did he say?
I legit forgot it.
What did he say?
Yeah, he averaged 33 points.
I'm not talking about that.
What is
At
that?
the end, literally at the end. What else did you say?
I said a lot, brother. I black out. As you guys know from last episode, I
So
black
here's
out
my
sometimes.
takeaway from this, because I'm the judge and you guys are just going to have to listen to me. You guys have no choice. You left some meat on the bone when you said Luka's never had a season like this. Undoubtedly, it's what you said was factual. He's never had literally the only season we've ever seen from a guard like this is Michael Jordan. Is the only guard that we've seen run off scoring title, MVP, Finals MVP, Cup MVP, whatever it is, and do it two-way and average 32 efficiently. You left some meat on the bone. I wish you would have attacked that a little bit more. On your side, some would argue that team in Dallas was a pretty good defensive team, the one that he took to the NBA Finals, which is one of the reasons why they ended up in the NBA Finals. So I don't think it's right that he's ever played with nothing. He's played with something. But otherwise, I like your arguments. And don't sneeze at SGA's defense. I know he's the 5th best, but there's a lot of people that would be the 5th best on that team. That's all I'm saying.
I wanna make it
also,
clear,
he is the best. He is the best playmaker on his team. He's not just as a scorer. The guy does average almost 7 assists a game.
I do want to say, I believe SGA is a good defender. I want to make sure.
And he's a good playmaker as well.
He's a good defender. I don't like how people try to use the good defender to overlap when people are 10 times better playmakers and rebounders.
He's definitely a better playmaker and rebounder. But the defense is definitely
adds onto his attributes.
So we've always used defense as a barometer, and SGA clearly is the better defender of the two.
We say two-way.
I'm gonna give this one to Mr. Hakeem Hamad because
throw my government name out there, Jesus.
Because I feel like you left some meat on the bone. You could have argued it a little bit better. Yeah. You argued it really well.
Not a problem.
But you left some meat on the bone because I wish you would have attacked the awards.
I love this one.
Because what I would have said, real quick before we go, what I would have said was that Luka will probably never have the year SGA just had.
I did say that.
I don't think you did. As far as awards winning, as far as winning MVP, Finals MVP, scoring title, I don't know if he'll ever do that. It's going to be tough for him to do that, especially with a young cat named Wemby coming up in the league who might win about 4 or 5 of those motherfuckers. So
Wemby's
it's tough. All right, so we're 2-1 Hakeem Hamad advantage right now. We're using governments. Keem.
We got some W.
Argument Keem. Debate Keem.
Hey, WWE coming up.
WW.
Dimmadome.
All right. We're going to get fun with this one. I'm not a huge fan of either of these guys. So I'm wide open.
You don't like the Tribal Chief?
I like both of them. Not a huge fan of either.
Who do you like more?
I'm wide open. Okay? I'm wide open. The next topic at hand for our WWE lovers out there is John Cena versus Roman Reigns. I think I know who each of you guys wants to argue, but who had the coin toss? You had it last, so we'll go with you. Hakeem, heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads.
4 straight coin toss. Vic. That's kind of crazy.
Hey, he's trying to go to the Nino. No,
that's kind of crazy, bro.
I'm not understanding what do you mean 4 straight.
Like
nobody's messed up a heads or tails yet.
Like anybody, he says, hey,
whoever's picked the heads or tails has been right 4 times in a row.
He's trying to go to the Nino.
Kind of crazy,
saying, dog.
All right, on my go. You're gonna argue both of these bombs.
Okay, he's coming. He asked me heads or tails. Every time he's asked somebody, it's been right. Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm gonna defer. I'm playing defense.
You're gonna defer.
Okay.
Mr.
I'm gonna put
BG.
Suede on the hot seat. He's gonna have to go ahead and he's gonna argue loyalty, respect. What is it? Hustle.
Hey! We're getting there. Hey, we're getting there. Why is he spoiling everything, bro? Mr. Suede, John Cena, better than Roman Reigns. On my go, you have 2 minutes. 3, 2, 1, go.
John Cena is by miles and away better than Roman Reigns. When a WWE superstar has to be pushed that much to be that guy, and for him to shit the bed that much, and for WWE to give him, God bless his soul, to give him cancer in order to for the fans to start liking him, in order to put it on the face, then man, you have some issues. John Cena is the greatest of all time. I'm not the only one who just says it. Everybody says it. And it's true. 18-time world champion. There's a reason why he's an 18-time world champion. Probably the best ever on the mic. A great entertainer in the ring. Outside the ring, the Marine. I'm going to go corny, man. But, I need some points right now. I'm going to go corny. He's had phases. He's had the rapping stage. He's had the Marine stage. And it still worked. People love John Cena. Whether he's losing, whether he's winning. From the start, that promo of him and Kurt Angle just blew him up. And every moment since then has been all John Cena. So yeah, the Roman Reigns, my tribal chief now. I'm sorry, man. Can't really get on that boat. John Cena's the GOAT. Period.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, bro. If you end up winning this first Basement Boyz duel, leaving 30 seconds around, I'll be impressed. Hakeem, he got a little low for a second there.
He actually had cancer.
But
did he really?
Yeah, it was real.
Hot on.
It's okay though.
You're not supposed
but still, but you listen.
Tell
You're,
people in front of what's it called?
But I get your.
Hey, I'm in remission, y'all. No, man.
But no, God bless his soul and God cure him. The point still stands. I feel
Absolutely,
like it's still
man.
decent.
Because it played a big part.
As far as like, you know, that's, some people like him because I mean, I tell you, one of the reasons why I started like Roman Reigns is because I did feel kind of
I felt bad.
genuine like
Yes,
empathy.
I
He
for
was
him.
still
It's like, you
getting
know,
booed after that.
yeah, I know. It's
Not really. No, they were cheering.
Anyways.
When he said, I'm in remission and came back to Raw, he was getting cheered.
good argument.
2 weeks later,
May God push that disease away from everybody and their families and bless everyone out there and Roman Reigns and his family. So, Hakeem, Roman Reigns better than John Cena. On my go, you have 2 minutes. 3, 2, 1, go.
I believe the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, is absolutely better than John Cena. Let's make something very, very clear. Roman Reigns has had some lows. He absolutely has. Like, there's nothing to really, debate about that. The big dog, right? I would say it's not his fault because he's never wanted to do that, and that was the old man's fault who is no longer in charge in the WWE. As soon as somebody competent who had a right state of mind got put into place, we see what height. You just had your finger up, right? You can't say he's your tribal chief and expect to get a point and not get a point and say he's a tribal chief. I'm just saying for one big second. Let me just make this very clear. When John Cena was at his height, right, the WWE was dead. Nobody watched it. You didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. Nobody watched it. There was this thing, this really, really large disease that came around in the world. It was called COVID, right? You remember when that happened, where nobody could leave their homes? Remember when there couldn't be crowds, right? They told Roman Reigns, go out there and bring the WWE back to the height of where it came back. And they finally allowed him to do what he does best. They put him in the character that he wanted to come back as. He came back as the tribal chief, arguably the greatest character ever, maybe only behind Stone Cold Steve Austin. And he put together one of the greatest storylines that we've ever seen with the Bloodline. It goes till this day. He's had some of the best matches ever. And you talk about him being, John Cena being more entertaining than Roman Reigns. I would argue Roman Reigns is a better wrestler than John Cena. He's more entertaining in the ring. If anybody wants to see the 5 moves of doom, go ahead and watch John Cena, his little jorts, right? You want to see somebody with aura. You want to see somebody who actually gets a crowd going up and getting the world coming back to WWE. You guys have been at my house. You guys have been at my house to watch WrestleMania, to watch Roman Reigns, and have one of the greatest matches we've ever seen against Cody Rhodes.
Don't say there were no viewers when John Cena.
Again, listen, he keeps leaving Tom
That
on the
second half, brother.
No.
Hey, you had 20 seconds, bro. Don't talk to me anymore.
I mean, we're just talking. We're just debating, bro. We're just debating.
See, the problem is you left time on the clock. He said the best wrestler in the rim. I don't know what rim they're wrestling in. I think you meant ring, but it's okay. We'll let it go.
John, do not say that John Cena has never had the viewers that what's called man.
Here's
we can argue,
what
and people can still argue that Vince McMahon was still.
Hey man, you had 2 minutes.
I'm just talking.
You had 2 minutes.
No problem. But
Here's
don't ever
my
say
issue.
that.
By the way, John Cena.
You're gonna use the WrestleMania, go to your house, watch WrestleMania because of Roman Reigns. You're gonna use that, really?
I need everything, dog.
You're gonna use that.
I needed everything.
You needed everything. You piece.
Here's why you left.
Hey, listen, bro. He said that Roman Reigns was his tribal chief, and you're gonna say that he's.
So yeah, not gonna glaze you boys. I'm gonna tell you where I think you left some meat on the bone. You've just been leaving whole feasts on the bone because you've been only going a minute and a half out of the 2 minutes, which, again, I'm going to say either you're a genius or you're an idiot. We'll figure that out by the time the round is done. I feel like you should have brought up how many stars were in the WWE at that time in sports entertainment. That John Cena star, the brightest amongst the brightest stars. He brought that up, which I was surprised by because I thought you would bring that up, but you didn't. Flip side of that, again, same thing I told him. I'm surprised you went that route. I'm surprised you didn't go the route of. I just would have went a different route as far as like, oh, well, the WWE was dead and he brought it back to life because some of Roman Reigns' years, the WWE was dead because of Roman Reigns. Some of it there was because of him.
I brought up COVID.
Some of it.
That's what I said.
Brother, it was a little bit before COVID, where some of it was like a little tough. Like, come on, if you're gonna be the man, you gotta learn how to talk. Remember, what did John Cena tell him? If you're gonna be the man, you better learn how to cut up promo. It was a little tough.
So you're giving a point to Big Dog.
I'm giving the point to Mr. BG. The series is tied
Rigged, brother.
2-2.
It's fixed.
The final.
Rigged, bro.
the final topic. You guys actually believe it's rigged? I feel like I'm being fair, bro.
No, you are being fair.
I'm being fair.
I'm just salty. That's
Calling
all.
it down the middle, bro.
It's unappreciated, bro. That's all it is.
Calling it down the middle. This motherfucker called the worst era of WWE the time where we had Undertaker, Kane, Kurt Angle, The Rock,
Nah, Hakeem.
Shawn Michaels, Triple H,
Motherfucker said John Cena was
Batista, Randy Orton.
Nobody was watching.
Randy Orton was like the 8th best wrestler in the era.
You guys were at my crib to watch that
crazy.
WrestleMania match. You remember when that light was
We weren't watching
flickering?
it because of Roman Reigns. We were watching it because we wanted to go watch
Listen, we
WrestleMania.
watched it, but we were glued because of the older guys.
Yes.
Remember, they were all coming out at once, just like it was
They made it.
It was a festivity. All right. This last round, because it's 2-2, I'm going to give each of you guys 2 minutes and a half
La.
because this is the tiebreaker. And I want both of you guys to have some respects for yourself on this fucking round because this is arguably my favorite player after Lamar Jackson in the NFL. So I need some respect. With that being said, I will call it down the middle. Again, it's not about who I agree or disagree with. It's about who made the best argument. Okay?
Yes.
Is that fair?
Absolutely.
Is that fair?
Absolutely.
Okay. Ali Swid, you went last. You're going to keep our perfect streak going or you're going to ruin it. Yet to be determined. This is a big coin toss, man. This is huge. I'm just letting you know.
That's how we lose the parlay.
Our last topic is Baker Mayfield overrated. Heads or tails?
Heads. Tails.
This was a bad time to ruin a coin toss.
It's okay.
With
That's how
that
you
being
lose the
said,
parlay.
are you receiving or deferring?
Deferring.
Wow. So you're going to go first. Again, 2 minutes and a half on this one since it's our
I
tiebreaker.
want to go this side.
You want to go that side? All right, shit. All right. Okay.
Where's the wind?
On my go, I fucked up his SpongeBob. On my go, you're going to tell me if Baker Mayfield's overrated or not, and you're going to argue it to the best of your ability.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go.
Baker Mayfield is definitely not overrated. And I'm going to explain to you why. When I get drafted to probably one of the worst organizations in sports, I'm not going to be myself. And this is something that we've caught on in the past weeks where we don't blame the player, we blame the organization. For him to go to Carolina and for him to start that bad, yeah, that's besides the fact. Then I go to Cleveland, to probably the second worst organization in sports, and I get a playoff one. I'm cooking with some gas. And then when I go to the Rams and win my last 4 out of the 5 games, that tells me something else. And right now, where he is probably the 5th, if not the 4th, best quarterback today, there's no reason for him to be overrated. Not at all. Doing his job with what he has, putting up stats, winning games. Probably the clutchest quarterback in the league today. And we've seen it. No, not overrated at all. I got a playoff win in this team, beating the Eagles. There's no reason for him to be overrated. I feel like he's perfectly rated. And people who call him overrated are just very ignorant. Baker Mayfield is a gamer. Baker Mayfield is a player. Wait, I'm not glazing him. I'm not saying he's underrated. He's perfectly rated. And he's not overrated.
Well, listen, you're a talent. You're a talent, bro.
30 seconds.
You left exactly 30 seconds on the clock. I'm at 2 minutes. Right here. 2 minutes.
Wow.
It's like a talent. It's like
Wow.
you have a mental thing in your brain where you could time it perfectly.
Hey, I'm
with
just
30
following the rules,
seconds.
coach. That's all. I'm taking the unders on all my
All right.
parlays this weekend.
Great argument. Great argument. He has some stuff to back it up. Hakeem, back against the wall. It's the last argument of the entire matchup. The first ever Basement Boyz duel, sponsored by, again, Could Be You.
Better be you.
It better be
Want
you.
it to be you.
On my go, you are going to explain to me why Baker Mayfield is overrated. 3, 2, 1, go.
I believe that Baker Mayfield is the league MVP right now. But at the same time, I do believe that the general consensus and the general fan has overrated Baker Mayfield. And let me explain to you what I mean by that. Right now, if I talk to anybody right now and I say, hey, is Baker Mayfield better than Dak Prescott? You get most people that turn their necks and almost break it out of disgust when you try to compare him to a guy like Dak Prescott, when you try to compare him to a guy like Stafford, when you try to compare him to a guy like Jared Goff, when you try to compare him to a guy even like, that middle, from 5 to 10, you try to compare him to some of those quarterbacks and you bring it up to people and you say, hey, why is Baker better than a guy like Dak Prescott? Why is Baker better than a guy like Stafford? Why is Baker better than a guy like Jared Goff, right? And most people will say what? Oh, Hakeem, man, he's a gamer, bro. He is clutch, bro. He's won all these playoff games, bro. Come on. Why is he better than Justin Herbert? He's got all these playoff games, bro, and he started with Cleveland and this and that and this and that. When we try to figure out who are really good quarterbacks, right, what do we look at? We look at metrics. We look to see what they've done in the league, right? And I'm going to tell you right now, Baker Mayfield has absolutely given a shitty hand. That's absolutely not something I'm going to try to argue with. Now, I'm not going to try to make it seem like when he went to Cleveland, the beginning was shitty, but he won 11 games and went to the playoffs, right? They put a good team around him. My whole point of why I think he's overrated is because I believe that he is judged differently than most quarterbacks, right? Last year, Tampa Bay versus Commanders, right? Baker Mayfield goes to the playoffs, right? And he loses to Jaden Daniels in the first round, right? What happened after that game? On ESPN, was anybody saying that Baker Mayfield was a bad quarterback? Was anybody saying that he was a choke because he's the one that fumbled at the end of that game? Remember with the bad little handoff, right? No, everybody said he's a gamer, bro. At least he got him there. God forbid somebody like Dak Prescott would go to the playoffs, right? Get his team to one of the final drives and fumble the ball. What would they say about Dak Prescott? What would they say about him? They would say he's a choke. Why? Because one guy has a better story? Because one guy had a very, very low? When it comes down to it, most of these guys that we compare Baker Mayfield to, like a Dak Prescott and the guys like Justin Herbert, those guys have better numbers than him. They have better numbers than Baker Mayfield. They've had better highs than Baker Mayfield. The only difference is they've never had the lows that Baker Mayfield has ever had. It just really comes down to that. Dak Prescott he throws more touchdowns than him. He's a more accurate football player than him. I just want to make sure that we need to understand he is judged differently. He is judged differently, bro. He just is.
You're going to lose the right if you keep going.
He's judged differently.
All right.
He's judged differently, bro.
No, he's not, man.
Yeah, he is.
Bone off the meat time. I'll start with you. I think one of the arguments you should have used in this argument was the fact that in Cleveland and in Carolina, if he was the guy we think Baker is, some would argue that wouldn't have happened to him anyways because Cam Newton was in a bad organization, same organization Baker was in. Cam Newton also won an MVP. Now, it was a different Carolina team. It was the same shitty organization. And there was no point in history where Cam Newton was going to play for the defense practice squad, running defensive drills. It just wasn't going to happen because he was good enough that it never would have happened. Okay? So that's where I thought you left some meat on the bone. I can't see Dak Prescott ever coming off the bench no matter what organization he's in.
It's good advice, man. Yeah, you're right. No, I'm serious. He's right.
I'm just telling you guys how you could have. You see, I'm not telling you who I agree with. I'm telling you how you could have argued it better.
No.
For your end, I would say that I would have focused mainly on this year because he is on pace to have a better year than all the guys he just named. Through these 5-6 games, he is the MVP of the league this year. He is probably going to do something this year if he keeps it up that all those guys never did. Justin Herbert doesn't have an MVP. Jared Goff doesn't have an MVP. Dak Prescott doesn't have an MVP, even though they've had great statistical seasons. Barring something crazy, unfortunately, because the league is not that good today, the kid is 5-1. He's probably going to win MVP. I'm sure he's odds-on favorite to win it right now. And he is throwing 1,500 yards, 12 touchdowns, and 2 picks or whatever it is. So he is lighting the world on fire. I would have focused more on this year. With that being said, the first official Basement Boyz duel winner is Hakeem Muhammad. Because I think he argued the Baker Mayfield argument a little bit better than you argued.
I just want
to... Even though I want to make something clear, I agree with you. I think he argued it.
Hey, listen,
Dap it up, man. Dap it up. No breaks. Hey, no breaks on this podcast. We're going to keep on pushing. We're going to keep on going. Listen, guys, I judged it fairly. Did I not? Would you not say you don't think I judged
No,
it fairly?
I thought you really did. I thought
You
you did.
won, nigga. That's why. Oh,
It's okay. Hey,
Ace, can you put that dime down?
Sorry.
listen, I thought I judged it fairly, bro.
Yeah, you
I'll
did.
be honest.
No,
you
you
know
did.
it's
No,
crazy.
Wolo, you did.
And I agree with more things
Yeah.
with you than I do with
Yeah.
him. You know what I mean? He argued it better ever so slightly. I will say something though. I will make something very clear. If you would have used 30 more seconds each round, you definitely would have won this matchup. You absolutely would have won this matchup.
You right, coach.
Listen me on the ball, man.
You right.
No big deal. We move on. We have a topic we want to talk about. Okay? It's an interesting one. It's a nuanced one. It's one that I don't see too many people talking about, even though I feel like a lot of people agree with the sentiment. Okay? The Philadelphia Eagles are coming off of a Super Bowl win. We've seen them do that. We've seen them start high, 4-0, and then we've seen them lose 2 straight games. And you can feel and sense that Super Bowl high dissipate quickly. It's already gone. The high, even in the city of Philadelphia, you feel on national TV when we discuss the Eagles, the rhetoric and the storylines around Jalen Hurts, around A.J. Brown, around Saquon Barkley, it just feels like that high is gone. So my question to you two, is winning a Super Bowl an overrated experience? And I want you to tell me if you think it's overrated in the short time frame right after and in the long time frame right after. Either way. In general, though, is winning a Super Bowl an overrated experience? Hakeem.
You know, maybe Swade should start with this one because I'm not going to lie to you. I've never felt the feeling, unfortunately. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. I've never felt the
Who are you a fan of?
We're not going back.
No.
Who are you?
Real talk,
Yeah.
you would really answer this question the best.
Who is your favorite player in NFL history?
Tom Brady.
How many Super Bowls has Tom Brady won?
7.
Do you feel like winning a Super Bowl is an overrated experience?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Elaborate.
For us, because we talk so much sports that we can actually bring it in our topics, but that's besides the fact. No, man. You watch a player, you watch a team for them to win. To get to February, to get into the Super Bowl, for them to win. And when they do win, it's like the greatest feeling. I had the luxury of watching Tom, of him going back to back Super Bowls, and then for me to anticipate the next Super Bowl. I enjoyed the last one. I want the next one. I'm always looking forward to it. It will never go away. I will still talk about it. And in March and in February, whenever we do talk about football, I'm always going to talk about that Super Bowl. It's always going to keep me going for me to enjoy to watch that team. Why this topic is brought up, I feel, especially with the Eagles, how it's like brought down, is because they've been on a losing streak. Two game losing streak, which is not like ideal for the Eagles.
Not end of the world.
I mean, they're 4-2 at the end of the day, bro.
yeah, but like they lost 2 straight. And
to
like,
some
you know what I'm saying?
mediocre
And
to bad teams.
that's why I feel like it's probably not talked about as much. But like after the Super Bowl, people were still talking about it. Even when we were bringing up Jalen Hurts in the episode, people are still talking about it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
That feeling, right, that you're talking about, people were still talking about it.
Yes.
Do you feel like it should have lasted longer for Philadelphia? And if they didn't lose 2 straight, do you think they would still have that Super Bowl high?
Hope, yeah, high.
High, yeah.
I think yes. I think that like we're on the same time, we're on the same streak. What we were doing last year. I feel like if they were still winning dominantly, yes, they'll still be talking about it. I think people still talk
Quick
about
question,
it
real
now.
quick, though. Okay, Tom Brady fan.
Yes,
They win the Super Bowl in February.
yes,
September comes back around.
yes,
Week 1.
yes.
Patriots in a different universe get their face stomped in.
Okay.
Do you feel, does it,
Feel like defeated?
not defeated, but like,
Does the high go away?
are you, and your team looks shitty? Like the Patriots look shitty. I'm sure it's happened.
They
maybe
for sure got
Yeah,
stomped
like
out.
I know that like the
week
Patriots
one.
it used to take them a minute sometimes to kind of like, fire up. Like you're not thinking of a Super Bowl when that happens, right? The Super Bowl wins out of your mind at that
It's
point.
out of my mind.
And you're already pissed. Like, damn, this team needs to look better.
It's out of my mind, but like I'm still gonna look forward for them to get there
Makes sense.
because they've been there and they won Super Bowls and they Pretty sure they started like not good. So no, it's not gonna like.
You are a diehard Cowboys fan. The last time the Cowboys won a Super Bowl, you were still in your daddy's testicles. So you don't know what unfortunately, the feeling of winning a Super Bowl is. I'm a Lions fan. I haven't experienced it yet either. So from that perspective, do you think it's an overrated experience?
No, because like that's just sports, bro. Every year is a new year, right? If the Dallas Cowboys won the Super Bowl, I'm gonna be hype. Like, listen, obviously the hype meter isn't gonna stay at 100 the whole summer, right? But I'm gonna be hype when it first happens, probably for like a week, and then the whole time, anytime anybody talks shit, Eagles fan, Giants fan, anybody, I just won the Super Bowl. You can't talk to me, right? I think it's a shitty way to look at sports. It's a shitty way to be like, well, they win the Super Bowl. Who cares? By week one, it doesn't even matter anymore. It's just a shitty feeling, right? Because at the end of the day, like the whole point of sports and the whole point of like having fandom, right? Tribalism at the end of the day is that you follow a team no matter what happens, and you hope to God, especially in football, because in basketball it's easier to repeat and stuff like that. With football, you hope to God you could even see one Super Bowl, like just one
In your lifetime.
and you're like, just think about it. Like, not everybody could be a Patriots and a Chiefs fan.
I saw 10.
Yes.
I saw 10.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you would be the only one that could really think about it and be sick of it. But like, bro, most people, most fans get to see maybe one or two. Maybe. So no, I don't think it's an overrated feeling, because let's just say the Cowboys won in February. I would be in tears probably, bro. I'm 30 years old. We haven't got to an NFC championship. That would mean that they would not only get past the NFC championship, they would win the Super Bowl and probably have to beat one of the GOATs quarterbacks in the AFC. And yeah, listen, by week one, if they're shitty again in the following year, that doesn't take away what happened in the Super Bowl, bro. It's just a shitty way. Like, what's the point of watching sports? You get what I'm saying? Like, what's the point?
Does the high go away if the Cowboys the next year start 2-4? Not 4-2.
The high automatically goes away. Like that's my whole.
So is it
point.
overrated in that sense?
Yeah, like the high is gonna go away no matter who you are.
But you're still gonna talk about it though.
Yeah,
you're still
like,
gonna be there.
Yeah, like the high is gonna be there, but like my whole point is like, I think it's a whack way kind of to look at things and be like, oh yeah, well it don't matter anyways because you guys started off bad anyways, so like that feeling don't mean anything.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, bro, it's a new year.
Yeah.
But I trumped that year at the end of the day.
It'll go away if that team, if your team or that your player doesn't make playoffs.
Has no hope.
Has no hope.
To
It'll
win
go
again.
away.
Yeah.
I feel like it'll go away.
You know what? And even if the Cowboys won the Super Bowl, I expect the Cowboys not to be good next year. Like the Super Bowl, like what do they call it? Jesus Christ. The Super Bowl, like people that don't do well the next year after win the Super Bowl.
Slump,
Yeah, the Super Bowl slump. Like it's a real thing unless your name's not Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes.
Tom Brady had one for a minute though.
Yeah,
and
like
Pat will probably eventually have one for a minute.
like you put all your eggs into one basket to win the Super Bowl at the end of the day. Don't forget that. You go all in. You start trading some young guys for some veteran guys. You start trading first round picks like the Rams did that one year. Yeah,
People
bro.
start
Like,
getting very reactive.
yeah, like you go all in for it.
Yeah.
And if they're bad the next year, sure, I'm gonna be mad, but it doesn't take away that I want a Super Bowl.
Absolutely
Shit,
not.
don't watch sports then. What's the point of watching sports if they feel that way?
So okay, we talked about it from a team fan perspective. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys where I'm coming from, and then I want you guys to elaborate and see if you agree or disagree with me. Right? If the Lions won a Super Bowl, I would be ecstatic. If the Lions started the next year 2-4, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, my high would go away. But that's as a fan though. That's just from a fan perspective. As media personality perspectives, we have a podcast. We come and discuss sports on a weekly basis. Again, could be sponsored by you. We discuss it on a weekly basis. A Super Bowl to me is only overrated based on who wins it. And let me explain to you why. If your resume hinges on a Super Bowl, then that Super Bowl is not overrated. The Super Bowl that Pat won against the Niners, that high hasn't gone away when we talk about sport legacies, when we talk about how important Super Bowls are, that hasn't gone away. Because that elevated an individual whose entire legacy hinges on Super Bowls. It elevated him to a level of saying, hey, like, he's better than Joe Montana. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Someone like Eli Manning, his 2 Super Bowls, I think he's a mediocre quarterback, bro. It's not that I think his numbers say he's a mediocre quarterback. But the reason why we still discuss the Super Bowls to this day is because it hinged on a legacy. It improved a legacy. It ascended a legacy because of those Super Bowls. I don't think Saquon's legacy changed from a Super Bowl. I don't think A.J. Brown's changed from a Super Bowl. I don't think Jalen Hurts' legacy has changed because of a Super Bowl. Because if you thought Jalen Hurts was top 5 last year, you think he's top 5 this year. And if you thought Saquon was great last year, you think he's great this year. And if you think AJ's top 5 last year, you think he's top 5 this year. If you believe Patrick Mahomes wasn't better than Tom Brady when he won his 3rd one, I bet you it sparked something inside of you where you're like, this is 3 and 7 years right now. This is a different thing now. Jared Goff wins a Super Bowl. It's a cool career.
Yeah.
It's a cool career. Josh Allen wins a Super Bowl. He's Peyton Manning. There's a trigger that gets flipped. We'll remember that Josh Allen Super Bowl. We will remember it. And if, God forbid, he wins 2 out of 3, we will definitely remember it. We will say the difference with those Super Bowls, I still remember them, is because that's the moment he became top 5. And that's what we care about at the end of the day. Even if Baker wins one. I love Baker to death. You know, I'm a big Baker guy. If Baker wins one.
The best thing you can say is,
next year I'd be like, you know what? But you have to put Baker top 5 now. You know what I mean? It doesn't change his legacy. So.
That's so fucking perfect and well said the way you said it.
Depending on the player. It just depends on the player.
Yeah, because
sometimes teams.
You know what though? And I didn't want to make this an Eagle thing, but
I didn't mean to make it.
No, I know, but I'm gonna make it.
I'm an Eagles fan. I'm over the moon.
I'm gonna make
happy,
it. I'm gonna make it an
Very.
Eagle. I'm gonna make it an Eagles thing, right?
Yeah.
Because the subject came up off of their championship. When a Super Bowl feels somewhat fluky, and I don't think there's a fluky, but when it leaves a lot to be desired, because it didn't prove anything. What did it prove to anybody? They had by far the best roster in sports. They should have won the Super Bowl, right? People still walk away from that Super Bowl saying that their quarterback sucks. No, I'm serious. Like, people come out, right, and still say Jalen Hurts is no good, right? So that's, to them, they need more. They need more. But you guys got kind of mad at me. You guys asked me last year that you were like, if the Lions were in the Super Bowl versus the Chiefs, who I'd be cheering for, I was 100% going to be cheering for the 3-peat, bro. I fucking love history. I love things that I could hold on forever. Now, this year, if it was both of them, I would cheer for the Detroit Lions. Because, again, something that lasts forever is something like that. Now, for a Dallas Cowboys fan, if I see one forever, it's going to be hype. But like you said, man, like, to most people, it's not going to fucking matter.
Yeah.
It might be for Dallas because they finally broke the streak, right, into Detroit. Oh, my God, Detroit won one. So it'd be like a really, really cool thing. People will talk about it for a while.
It would be a bigger deal locally.
Yeah. But like,
it'd be a first for both.
Yeah,
for
like
last year for Patty and Lions.
If Tampa won championship.
Only thing it changes is current rankings.
Yeah, like, bro, well, like,
you'd have to walk in and say he's 5th.
but like, think about
That's
it.
what you got to walk in
We
and
love
say.
Baker. Don't let that whole overrated thing. Like, I love fucking Baker, bro. I've been with Baker since Cleveland when he started. I was like, damn, this motherfucker took an 0-16 team.
Or did I say that he started in Carolina?
Yeah, you did.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah,
we knew.
But like, the best that would come out of it is like, oh yeah, now we have to say that maybe is he better than Burrow? But like, yeah, bro, like, the Eagle fans might feel a way about it, and why they feel about Super Bowls because there's more to be desired. That's why.
I'll take it one step further, and then I'll come to you for Philly. I'm just gonna talk about Philly, not even on a hater level, because I truly what they did was impressive. Like, it truly is impressive.
No, it wasn't, for sure.
And truly, like, as an organization, what I'm talking about is Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I know, I got you.
As a GM, top to bottom, GM to number 55 guy, was truly impressive to put a team together like that, to execute the way you executed, because they didn't win by 7 in the Super Bowl. They were out, correct me if I'm wrong, they were up 30 to 0.
They destroyed them. That game was over after the first quarter.
Right. Yes. So like they did something truly, truly impressive. They took a dynasty and they made them look like they don't belong on the same field, right?
Absolutely.
The reason why I say like it only lasts so long, or it's only important depending on whose legacy it hinges on, is because these Eagles don't care about last year's Super Bowl.
Nope.
And they just won one. Because this is the first team that I can remember in a long time, the turmoil on the team came after the Super Bowl. Like, usually you see turmoil cause a team to not win one. There's rift in the locker room. Locker rooms are beginning to separate. Guys are becoming unhappy. This is the reason why we hang up our hat and say, this is why we didn't win a Super Bowl this year, because not everybody was aligned on the same goal. These motherfuckers went and won a Super Bowl. And then the year after that, it started separating. and it started falling apart. And I can't help but see a resemblance from 2 years ago when they fell apart, when they started 2-1 and ended 10-7. Well, Baker did beat them in the playoffs.
And they have no reason to,
that's,
bro.
it resembles it because this is still the best team in football. I want to make sure that doesn't get lost in all this.
No, bro, they are.
This is still the best roster in football.
That's why we're frustrated.
This is still the best O-line in football. Even though they're having their struggles, that's fine. But they're still giving Jalen Hurts time to operate. We're watching it with our own two eyes. Jalen Hurts still is, at worst, a top 15 quarterback in the NFL. Saquon Barkley is still one of the 5 best running backs in the NFL. Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown are still arguably the best wide receiver core in the NFL. Dallas Goedert is still a top 10 tight end in the NFL. And that defense, Jalen Carter, is still one of the best defenders in the league. And that defense as a whole, personnel-wise, is still one of the best in the league.
Yeah.
But I don't think they care about the Super Bowl. I think they won the Super Bowl, now they want their own. Now they care about their legacy because it did nothing for them to win one. Do you agree or disagree?
I mean, yeah, no, I agree. They didn't mean anything. They assembled the greatest roster in sports, and they beat one of the GOATs. They want their time to shine.
Who's the name of the GM for Philly?
Howie Roseman, baby.
Howie Roseman. Do you feel like the Super Bowl did more for Jalen Hurts, or did it do more for Howie Roseman? If we walk away in 20 years,
No, he's won one. Was he the GM when the
I
NFL's
believe
team,
so.
that Carson Wentz team?
so what do you think we walk away and say? Do we walk away and
I
say
think
this has done more for him as a GM, as a Hall of Fame executive, or it's done more for Jalen Hurts, for example? What do you think it's done more for? No right or wrong answer. I'm genuinely curious what you think.
I feel like we don't give the GM enough credit.
Right. Because
For
that's where
assembling.
Super Bowl
yeah,
championships
exactly.
are won.
That's
if
how.
you
That's
want
how. Yeah.
the truth is what
That's
it comes
his
down.
vision. What he
Right.
sees, who he picks, who he trades, who he.
Right.
But no, it's Jalen Hurts.
What do you
'Cause
think?
he's finally-
Hakeem?
he
Do you think
won.
who do you
Who did
think
it do more for?
like who do you
did
think it did
more?
more for as far as their legacy is concerned?
No,
Because
it's
if
more for Jalen Hurts.
I mean,
as an exec, do you look at Howie Roseman and say, man, that guy's a genius, or do you look at Jalen Hurts more and say, oh wow, he got the
it
job?
probably did more for Jalen Hurts just because, like, I think most people look at Howie Roseman and, like, they understand how great he is. It did more for Jalen because, like, he's the one that could have fucked it up.
Yeah.
Let's just be real. I think it all comes, like, this whole subject comes down from insecurities, bro. It just does, man. It just comes from Eagle fans being insecure about their championship and where some of their players are placed in the league, and a lot of their arguments start to crumble very fast, bro. Not to make this an Eagles thing, but
No, it's not an Eagles thing. Congratulations to the Eagles.
I'm serious, bro. It just does.
My guess is it's looking like we will see a new Super Bowl champion. Maybe.
Still early, bro. Still early.
Super Bowl but usually when teams start out like this, it's tough. You
Yeah.
usually don't end up winning a Super Bowl. But I'm not even talking about the record. I'm just talking about turmoil.
I'll have a lot more to say. I'll have a lot more to say about the Eagles.
Yeah, in the future.
Oh, I
Wouldn't have that much time on this
I
spot.
have a lot left to say about a lot of people, bro.
You talking about on this spot?
No, about just
In the future in
Jalen-
general?
Yeah, the Jalen Hurts.
Get one out now. It's fine. It's our pod.
Bro, they always talk about how great of a leader he is. Like, when we talk about, like, oh, why is Jalen Hurts better than some of these guys? And, like, they use the word leader. And, like, I want to ask, and we're going to get an Eagles fan because I'm going to argue with one of them. I want to ask, like, what's the definition of leadership, right? There's really no, like, definition of, like, why somebody is. The only time you can ever argue one guy is a better leader than the other is if one of the guys you're arguing has actual factual, like, bad locker room stories. Like, I can argue that Jalen Hurts is a worse leader than Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow,
Dak
or even
Prescott.
Justin Herbert or Dak Prescott. I can argue he's one of the worst leaders in sports. Have any of those guys had anything out of the locker room come out saying that him and his wide receiver are disagreeing with each other? That they're having to have all these player-only meetings? That him and their head coach have disagreements and don't like each other? There's more evidence that he's a bad leader compared to some of the guys that they compare him to. Like, think about it, though. Like, what is the definition of leadership without using what's on the field? Because they don't want to use what's on the field because that hurts them.
Mm-hmm.
They try to say he's this guy. He's the leader, by the way. He has aura. Okay, so what's the definition of leadership? Isn't it mean like getting your team together, put together, and stuff like that? It doesn't sound like it is in the media. It doesn't sound like you and your head coach have the greatest relationship in the world. I don't hear that about Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen or Lamar or Joe, those guys fucking ride for their quarterback. I'm just saying, bro, like that's something that I've been thinking about. Like,
So do you?
think about it though.
My question about the leadership thing, right? Is it possible though that you're not giving Jalen Hurts enough credit? Maybe, and I don't know if this is the case or not. Is it possible that he is dealing with some stuff in the locker room that the other guys don't? Is it possible?
100%.
Is it possible that he's kind of been a steady force amongst turmoil, where those other guys have been blessed enough to not deal with that yet?
Maybe, but don't use that in an argument though.
Right.
Like, don't use that as like the overlying thing of why he's better than like Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen and stuff like that. Don't use that. You can't. Because first, you can't tell me what a leader is and what it means and how we can equate it. And don't use that anymore. I don't want
to argue with the Eagles fans.
Yeah,
about that stuff.
like just in general, like you can argue Tom Brady is a better leader than A-Rod because we've had people come out and say, like teammates have came out and said, I don't like A-Rod. I haven't really heard anybody say that about Tom.
There's no
No,
glazing.
people die for Tom.
Yeah, like
There's no
they go
glazing.
hard.
There's no just because I'm a Tom fan. Well, when I think of leader, I think of Tom
Yeah,
Brady.
me too.
Literally.
But
too,
my
on
whole
a football
point is
field, yeah.
evidence. Like, there's no evidence. Like, there's evidence that A-Rod might not be a good leader. There's evidence that Jay Cutler wasn't a good leader.
Right.
There was evidence at one point Baker wasn't a good leader. Like, he was calling out teammates and some teammates didn't like him, right? Like, there was evidence of it. Like, show me evidence that somebody is better than somebody else. If we want to go down evidence pathways, I could show you evidence that he's not a better leader than some of these guys.
Some could argue he's lost 2 locker rooms in a span of 3 years.
That's my whole point about it. I'm not saying that he's a worse leader than them, by the way. I'm just saying, like,
Don't use it.
don't use it because
Because I never used to hear Tom and A-Rod ever
No,
be
don't.
argued about leadership, even
No.
though I think we
Because
understood Tom was a better leader, but
Yeah.
I don't think it was ever used in an argument.
No.
It's been used in an argument, but it's been used for 5% of the
Not
argument.
amongst like football guys.
It's like you mentioned it in. Like you,
Yeah,
you
you
sneak
throw
it in.
oh yeah, and guess what? Yeah,
As a
they're-
jab more than anything.
yeah.
though.
But when you try to use it as fucking 45% of your argument, then what you talking about, bro? Tell me how right now, how Jalen Hurts is a better leader than Justin Herbert.
Can't.
I'm serious. No, like try to play as devil advocate and tell me how.
You can't because I mean the problem is to me the only intangible that you can argue and measure is clutchness. Well, if we take it to NBA or take it to NFL, it doesn't matter.
Game-winning
we have
drives.
game-winning drives. We have fourth quarter stats. We have down 2 touchdowns. We have down 10. We have last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. We have these statistics that I can share and bring up and say this guy has been a clutcher
They
performer
try to double up
than
though.
another guy.
They try to double up.
Leadership is a weird fucking thing. Leadership is a weird thing because I'll take a guy we are all very fond of as an example. Okay? Ever since high school, I was in high school in 2009. We graduated in 2013. From 2008 on, one of the greatest attributes of Kobe Bryant was the fact that he was a leader of his team. That he was a leader. And I don't think anybody can deny on the Lakers. And his second stint, he was a leader. I think the years before that, I think everybody agreed it was a consensus that Kobe was a terrible leader. Right before that, right? And that's not something that you could really argue, though. Like, I don't think that's something that you could use, like he's saying, to piggyback off of you, in an argument. Like, you can't say, oh, LeBron is better than Kobe because he's a better leader than Kobe Bryant is. Even if that's true, by the way, even if it is true, I don't think it's something that you could argue. Now, I could sit here and say, oh, I think LeBron is a clutcher player than Kobe Bryant.
Yes.
And then I could bring up numbers and say, well, this is what I think. And, bro, somebody might be able to prove to you why Jalen Hurts is clutcher than Justin Herbert. Use those.
Don't double up. They
Use
try to
those,
say,
yes.
oh, he's a better leader and he's clutcher.
Yeah.
Because, like, if we go to stats, it ain't even close. I was just thinking about that and it boiled my blood, bro. Because, like, I hear all these headlines, like, every summer, Jalen Hurts this, Jalen Hurts that. You know?
What time we are right now?
We're about an hour and 12 here, I think.
3 minutes. It's gonna be an hour and a half.
Really?
Real quick, last topic. We'll go over it quickly, and then we will go on to our games. The NBA Finals winners odds have come out. I'm going to ramble them off to you very quickly, the top 5 or 6, and you guys tell me what you think. Oklahoma City Thunder are first at plus 210. Then we have the Cavs, followed by the Nuggets, then the Knicks, then the Clippers, then the Lakers, then the Timberwolves, and then the Rockets. Do you guys feel like these are fair, and do you think they got it right?
To keep it a buck with you, there's just a few teams on here that shouldn't be in this top 10, right? Like when I was looking at it, right? Obviously, the Oklahoma Thunder, they should when you look at it, they should be favored to win the championship. I believe they're the best team in the league. They have argued one of the best players in the league on their team with SGA. I believe J-Dub is showing that he's one of the better players. Like, he could have his Jaylen Brown type of run and maybe show that he's even better than Jaylen Brown. You 100% keep a guy like a team like the Thunder there. The Cavs, I would maybe argue that the Nuggets should be maybe a favorite a little bit over them, but that might be the Eastern Conference factor. Maybe that they're in a worst, conference. I'm cool with that.
Just as a team,
They're arguably built better, a little better than the Nuggets are.
Just
though.
as
they
a
100%
team,
are.
yeah.
About them.
I
That's
believe
why.
that their whole thing with the Cavs is going to be about Evan Mobley and what his development. If we can come at the end of next year and argue that Evan Mobley is better than D. Mitch, they'll win the championship.
And health. I think health is a big part of that.
But
Because
if
they
we
have
could-
the depth.
Yeah, if
Can't
we
argue that.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say. It's going to have to come to that.
He did make leaps and bounds last year.
Yeah.
Evan Mobley did take
I don't think
a couple of steps.
that's
so.
what it'll take for
No,
them.
I'm trying to say that he needs to make that step. Like, people are talking about this.
Okay.
Yeah,
He did take a couple of steps.
Yeah.
last
Oh,
year.
no. Oh,
He
100%.
took a
He's
big
one of the
jump
better.
last year, yeah.
The Nuggets, we don't got to talk about them. They added some veterans around them. You have Joker.
How do you feel about the Clippers having the same out as the Lakers?
The Clippers are. I don't understand it, and this is
I
not
don't
like
understand it either.
Yeah, like this isn't like a Laker fandom type of thing. I don't understand it because one, you can't trust their health. You just really, really can't. Number two, like, I mean, listen, their two best players are Harden and Kawhi Leonard. They're still, as a duo, like, I can argue that they shouldn't be in this top 10, bro. They
Don't say it. You can argue. You can argue it.
they're
You don't think an influx of Bradley Beal improves that team? A healthy one? Like, you don't think he could step in Norman Powell's role from last year?
Maybe, Hetty, but I have a
elevate.
question for you, though, with the Clippers. Like, when's the last time we've seen a team that old, that injury prone, go down and make very, very deep playoff runs and go to the championship?
Never.
Like, it's all about believe it or not, like, it's all about the young guy. At the end of the day, the OKC where they had the fresher legs. The Lakers couldn't get out of the first round because they had a bunch of old guys that were out of shape, right?
Yeah.
You're telling me that Kawhi Leonard and James Harden and Bradley Beal, which good players,
No.
are going to make these deep runs?
I don't see that.
I don't see
even
it.
know why they're fourth or fifth. I'm sorry. In these, there's
Yeah.
no way.
To me, when I look at this list, there's one shocking thing that pops out. Other than the fact that the Clippers are so high and the Lakers, I thought the Lakers would, I thought they'd be next level as far as odds to win a championship. But that's neither here or there. The biggest thing it's the Rockets. And I'm going to tell you why it's the Rockets. And you're right, it might be the Fred VanVleet thing. But I don't think Fred VanVleet is this world changer anyways, even though he is an important part of that team. The second seed in the West, and arguably the second best defensive team in the league, with a structure currently of Baby Jokic and of one of the best young players in the entire league and one of the most talented players we have in this entire league in Amen Thompson. And length that they have in Jabari Smith and these other guys added more length in the form of 28 points a game. So what the Rockets did excellent last year was they moved the ball and they could guard everybody. They didn't get any worse doing that. All they did was they added 28 points a game.
So where should they be?
So for me, they definitely should be higher than the Clippers.
Do you think? Oh,
They absolutely should be higher.
should they
than
be
the
higher
Clippers.
than the Knicks?
They should be higher than the
they
Knicks.
should be higher than the Knicks.
I
Really?
think yes, to me, I think they should be higher than the Knicks again, because I think not only do the players fit better in Houston, I think it's a better core walking into a playoff series. To me,
I disagree only on
me,
one fact.
because I think
he's
Şengün
that
is
fair.
better than Cat today. I think he's better than Cat today.
Şengün?
Yes, I think Şengün today is better than Cat because
Okay.
Şengün has proven he is the best player on that team. He was the best player on the second seed in the West last year. It's not arguable. He was the best player on that team, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
That's 100%.
And then to me, bro, like Amen Thompson could come out this year and average 23 and be the best two-way player in basketball. He could do that this year. And then they added 27, 28 points a game from Kevin fucking Durant. I don't know how that team isn't at least equal to the Lakers and the Knicks, to me. And that's where, like, that's the thing that jumped at me. I was
I
like, man,
agree
they should
with-
be a little higher.
I agree
I'm not
with
saying they should be favored to win the championship. I'm just saying they should be a little
I
higher.
agree with everything you said. I think the Knicks should be over them only because the Knicks' path is easier.
I
to
could
get to
see
the
that.
finals.
I
That's
could
the
see
only
that.
thing.
But like them in Denver, if they played a 7-game series, I wouldn't be surprised if it went to 7.
Oh, one.
If Houston and Denver went to 7, I would not be shocked today.
I would not.
I'm more shook at the fact that I don't know what Atlanta Hawks are doing in this list, bro.
That's because of Zingers.
Zingers.
But like, so Porzingis. And listen, it wasn't just Porzingis. They went and got Nikola Alexander. Don't forget Jalen Johnson.
Yes.
Do they still have that Ricochet kid?
They had Ricochet. Jalen Johnson was injured all last year.
I want to talk about an underrated player, bro.
healthy
Oh
Trae
my
Young.
God, bro.
But man,
Healthy
Talk about
10th,
another
like
underrated player.
over Dallas.
I think Dallas was a health thing. I think it's a health thing with Dallas.
Listen, I started seeing Cooper and AD on the same court, and I'm just like, the team's gonna be great defensively, bro.
Bro, Cooper, like the biggest thing that jumps out at me is his size. I didn't realize he was that big.
No, he's
Yeah,
big,
no,
bro.
He's a
He-
big kid, bro.
I'm gonna
Super
go out on
athletic, freak
I'm gonna go out on a limb.
He'll be okay in the NBA.
The number 1 pick is gonna be great.
He's gonna be good in the NBA.
Yeah, you know how I do that? I say that these number 1 picks are gonna be great. He's gonna be really
Anything
good.
jumped out to you?
But why the Knicks are so high?
Whoa.
Think so?
Fourth?
I thought they were kind of high.
Who should be over them though?
Lakers should be high. Lakers should be over them.
I agree with
Houston
you.
should be over them.
I agree with you.
Minnesota should be a little bit over them. Minnesota should be over the Clippers.
close to them. I agree with you.
I think
Yes.
Minnesota should be over the Clippers.
Yes, absolutely. I
The
agree.
Clippers should not be in this conversation.
They should
I'm so
not.
sorry.
I agree.
Clippers, I don't know why the Clippers are.
This is clickbait, bro. This is having people just look at
This
these
is
odds.
having
This
people
is-
trying to give donations
honestly,
to
bro.
FanDuel.
You know what it is with the West, bro? Like, think about this. Denver last year had to go through OKC, not even the Western Conference Championship.
Second
bro.
round.
They had to go through them in the second round. So, like, you got to think about it. Most of these guys will have to fight each other in the second round to even get to a Western Conference Championship. So I think that's how they're looking at it. Because if Atlanta was in the West, bro, like,
The way I look at it for why I think the Knicks are so high, though, it's true. It's the East, and let's make this very clear. If Jason Tatum was healthy, the Knicks wouldn't be this high odds to win the championship. I will say that.
Neither with Cleveland.
Neither would Cleveland. Yes, it would be Boston. I feel like in the East,
Boston would
still
probably be
one.
second. Yeah.
Yes. The reason why I think they're so high, to me, is why they're too high on this list as far as odds are concerned. Truly, in my heart of hearts, bro. Truly, in my heart of hearts. If the Knicks played a healthy Golden State Warriors team this year, who I don't even see on this list,
Yeah, they're like.
man, that's a series.
Yeah.
Look at the
And
series.
you know what's crazy? I think the Warriors would win. I think the Warriors would beat them in like a 7-game series, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like truly in my heart of hearts. If you told me you can have Steph, Jimmy Butler, and you can have Draymond Green, and you can have Kat, Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, and OG Anunoby, I'm putting my eggs in the Jimmy Butler, Stephen Curry basket, bro. And I could be wrong, and I'm willing to lie on that hill. But that's why I think they're too high. Do you guys
Yeah.
disagree that it's even close?
Yeah, no,
It would be
Yeah.
a series, right?
I agree with you. I think the only
me-
reason they put the Knicks that high is because Indiana's not a contender anymore, and that's
you
that, and
wanna
that
talk
team.
about flukes and one-hit wonders. It's
Maybe. We'll
Yeah.
see. Maybe.
And listen, they may be good this year,
Maybe.
bro.
We'll see what
they,
happens.
Without
they,
Haley.
no,
Ellie-
no. I'm talking about the Knicks. I'm talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
They
will be good.
They probably will. Like, well, let's just make this very clear.
They better be good.
If they don't make the finals this year,
East Conference. I will give them I will give them an out. If they lose to someone like Cleveland, I'll give them an out.
sure, bro. But
Depending on how they look.
if it don't happen this year, Boston's gonna come back around knocking next
gonna
next
happen
year, and
sooner or
these
later.
teams are coming back, bro.
like
These
Boston.
teams are
My
coming
Question for you guys: which two do you want to see?
East-West.
Yeah.
back. I'll tell you. I want
to see. Oh no, we can't even fucking. I wanted to see like a Durant versus LeBron in like the final, but I can't do that. Like
Western Conference Finals, you
Yeah.
could see it. Yeah.
I want a Lakers and Knicks, or
Me too.
or a Lakers and Cavs.
Lakers and Cavs would be my second
LeBron
one,
going
yes.
home and beating his hometown
That's what
team.
my thought was too.
Lakers
Yes.
and Cavs.
And if he beat the Cavs, he should fly. He should go off into the sunset like that, bro.
One series that would feed families in the West would be a LA Lakers Dallas Mavericks series, though. Would feed fucking families.
Yes,
The Lakers
bro.
would beat them in 5, but it would feed families.
One last thing, if some way somehow Ant Edwards gets to another Western Conference championship, bro, we got to start talking about how he drags such a shitty fucking team every single year to the Western
and a
Conference
shitty
Championship.
organization.
Yeah, bro. Like, I love Julius Randle to death, bro. I really, really do.
Even though Julius Randle outperformed.
Yes,
this year.
yeah,
was-
but he
wow.
overachieved last year, and he still isn't the second best player on a real contender.
I hate when we keep on saying that.
No, bro,
That's
it's just not-
that's
he-
a cop out, man.
Because, bro, in the Western Conference Championship, if you look, he didn't.
That doesn't-
believe-
I feel like he's one of the worst.
Overachievers, bro.
One of the worst
I don't
second
believe,
options
I don't
in the league.
believe in overachievers.
Do you feel like from the teams that you look at right here before we go, like you don't think Julius Randle is probably the worst second option from these teams?
worst second
Yeah.
option?
J
So you have
Dub,
Jaylen Brown, Cat. I'm Cam and Cat. I think Cat probably edges him maybe, but like that's a debatable one. But like LeBron,
J Dub.
you know what I
No,
mean?
Harden.
I think Harden today is better than Julius Randle. That's arguable, but I think he's better than Julius Randle today. He's a more valuable player. I don't think
You think he's
Randle-
towards the end?
I don't think that's arguable.
Randle is
though.
better than Jamal Murray, not in the playoffs.
I don't know if he's better than Jamal Murray.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I don't know if he's better
I like Julius Randle.
Actually, can I be honest with you? He's not better than Jamal Murray, bro. Just as like
No
talent, he's not.
No,
better.
he's not.
So I mean, like that's what I'm saying. This is a credit to Ant, by the way. This
That's
ain't
what I'm
like
trying
a
to say.
shitting
We
on
got to give him
Randle.
some
This is a
flowers,
credit
bro.
to Ant,
Every single year, he needs to get the fuck out of Minnesota. That's what I'm. That's my whole point about it.
And we need to get the fuck out of here. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 58 of the Basement Boyz podcast. You might be seeing this handsome face in
You
the middle
will.
more often. Playing point guard. Did you guys like the point guard?
I thought you were great, bro.
You facilitated, my baby.
I talked a lot, and I like it.
Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Please share our video. Please share our channel. Watch us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and more platforms coming soon. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much. We are out.